Welcome, and in this video I shake a wheel.
Hear that?
I get severe cramp while polishing. And I give out priceless advice on how to put a 0 onto your dashboard.
Well, excuse the mess in the garage, but we've just put the hot tub and everything away that was out for summer, so I need to get these out of the way so we can get the cars back in. But we do have some car news. What is that peeking over the edge there, peeking over the SL? What is that? The Mercedes C-Class? Is it gone? Yes it is, because we now have a new car. It's a black BMW 3 Series GT. It is a 320D and it has lovely red leather interior. And it is absolutely stunning. It is such a good car to drive. And it is massively big. In the back, which is what we need. Even I can fit in here. 6'3". That's my seating position in front. Tons of legroom. In the Mercedes I was squashed in here like a sardine. But this car is excellent, and it's got the reclining back seats that can move up and down as well. This is fully reclined at the moment, and I've got really good headroom as well. So very impressed with this so far. A couple of mods we're going to do. This has got the basic entry-level infotainment system, which is Bluetooth enabled, but only for phone calls, which I find very odd. But anyway, you can USB your phone into the center console here and play stuff, but it's not the same. So just to tide us over, I've ordered a little Bluetooth auxiliary adapter which I'll plug in here, and we'll do that. But I do plan on upgrading this to Apple CarPlay with the touchscreen, or an 8.8 inch screen at least, so we'll do that eventually. And the only fault with the car is this. Hear that? That is the knocking noise of the steering column. So there's a bushing that needs replaced, which I'll do as well. But other than that, it's pretty cool. It's got the spoiler that goes up and down. Do need to maybe get a new exhaust or see how it cleans up. But for today, I'm just going to try and polish out some of these scratches. There's a few down here that might not polish out, but we'll see how we get on. And there's literally those and not much else on the whole car. So, pretty good. So let's get it turned around. It's all carbonised and all the black's starting to come off of it, so I have to get a new one of these. So here's before. 1, 2 and 3. Let's see what we can do. good. And then down here, the worst of it was there still is two that will need paint there, but the rest are almost all gone. In general, that's come up not too bad. Shame about the exhaust tip, need to get a new one of them. Apart from that, okay, on to item number 2 of today's agenda. So, when I bought this car, I knew it had Bluetooth connectivity, but I wasn't quite sure if it allowed you to do Bluetooth audio, which you would assume nowadays that you would, but this car doesn't. Doesn't matter, it wouldn't have affected me buying the car at all. So, when I connect my iPhone, I've only got one little icon there for phone only, and there's no audio. And when you go into this option to configure device, all you get is the telephone option. There's no tick boxes for audio. Now I found out this car doesn't have the comm box in the trunk, so I don't think it was spec'd with the enhanced Bluetooth. So I don't think even using BimmerCode is going to allow me to have enhanced Bluetooth. So what we do is, in order to be able to get music from your phone onto this, you get yourself one of these. So I got this little one off Amazon. It's a Bluetooth auxiliary adapter. So it's got a USB connection here for the Bluetooth dongle, and it plugs into the auxiliary port of your car. So when you go here and press menu, and you go to CD multimedia, we have an auxiliary port at the front which is ticked. So what you do is, with this little device, pop open your center console, and there we have an auxiliary in and the USB port. So you plug in the USB Bluetooth into the port, and you plug in, funnily enough, the auxiliary port adapter into there.
Connected.
Ooh, connected. Do you hear that? And now your phone, which I'll just show you on the other side of the screen here, you can connect, find the Ugreen on your phone using your phone settings for Bluetooth, as I've done there, hit connect, and it all works. And then all you have to do is start playing on your phone, select start playing music on your phone, select auxiliary front, and you'll have music blasting out your phone through your BMW's head unit, and you won't even see any cables or wires or anything sticking out. So that'll do just now. A cheap, I can't remember, like £15 or something, £16 off Amazon. I'll leave the link below. And I can't play the music because this will get flagged for copyright, this video. So trust me, it works. You just leave it on that, ticked, and the music will blare out. Your phone will still work and be connected via Bluetooth through for your telephone function, and your music can blare through as well. Or if you've got someone else with you in the car, you can connect another phone to your little Bluetooth dongle. So that'll do just now. Like I said earlier, I do quite fancy upgrading this head unit to at least the 8.8 touchscreen, which means removal of all of this, but it looks pretty straightforward. It's just a case of saving up some dosh so I can get the one that I want and have Apple CarPlay in here, and that'll be really good. So for now, thumbs up for that little device. Superb. Okay, so we're going to try and connect a Bluetooth adapter to the car to try and get digital MPH to appear on that little screen there. By default, this car doesn't show it either on here or here when you're driving. It just shows your average MPH after a journey. So to do that, I'm going to be using this little VEEPEAK Bluetooth adapter. And this little adapter I got off Amazon, I'll leave a link below. And it's quite a good little package actually. It comes in a nice neat box. And this little adapter, of course, plugs into the OBDII port of the car. And this little light will turn blue to let you know it's connected. And it plugs in down here on the BMWs. The OBDII port is there. little flap that I've just opened already, just below the button for the trunk in this car. And you follow the quick start guide for the VEEPEAK, which says read before use, iOS. And it's got the Android quick start on the other side, but we use iOS. So it says install an app from the App Store such as Car Scanner, which is free, but we've used BimmerCode. Plug the device in, turn on the car ignition. It says step 3, you should see VEEPEAK in the Bluetooth, but read the red bit, do not connect VEEPEAK here. Bluetooth does not require regular Bluetooth pairing, no need to do it in here. So you don't get into your Bluetooth and pair it. You go to step 4, start whatever third party app you've downloaded, and it connects through there. So that's what we did. The Android one does want you to connect it and pair it using a code, but the iOS for some reason doesn't. So take that into account if you're trying this for the first time. So I'll go on to the screen that we actually connected BimmerCode to this.
So BimmerCode's a free download for iOS, and you just go to the App Store and download it and then hit connect. You don't connect the Bluetooth adapter through your Bluetooth phone settings, just press connect on BimmerCode and it goes and finds it, asks you what kind of car you've got, BMW 3 Series in my case, then hit connect and it will go and connect to all the car's modules. Now, when you do try and code something for the first time, it's not free. It asks you to pay $34.99, which I didn't really realise at the time. I hadn't read all the small print, but it's $34.99 if you want to actually code anything. So this bit takes a while. It goes and tries to connect to all the different control units in the car. So I'll speed this part up so we can get to the actual screen where you can see stuff. Alright, so once you're in there, we're wanting to pick instrument cluster, because that's where we want to change the MPH setting. And it goes and it reads the data from that module. This bit doesn't take as long as the first bit, so I'll just let you see it in real time, how long this part takes. And what we're wanting to do is just add in the digital MPH reading to the instrument cluster. So when it comes up here, you'll get an option at the top for digital speed inboard computer. Press it, change it to active. The code button's now blue, press code, and it comes up with this very important message. So this message is saying, basically make sure your phone's got enough power, but make sure aeroplane modes is enabled, and you've got Bluetooth on, but only connected to the Bluetooth adapter through BimmerCode, not to the iDrive system of the car. So I had to go and do that before I press start coding. And once you press start coding, it goes and it does this bit here. And when I was sitting in the car, I was watching the instrument cluster, panicking because it was flashing on and off, yellow warning triangles coming up all over the place. But I'll explain what I did to fix that once I show you what the screen looks like after this coding is finished. So this bit just comes up with various things saying restart an ECU, blah 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 blah. You sit there sweating, and then it comes up with that. So there you go, coding successful. That bit didn't take too long. So I went back out of this. I just changed that one code on in this occasion. I wasn't going to go nuts and change a lot at the same time. I just did one. Come back out, you go back to that screen and you can just shut the app down. And at this point I restarted the car and the screen now looks like this.
And after a restart, there we have it. 0 MPH is appearing on the right hand side of the screen. And you can still flick through this screen and change it. I'll say nothing, just the clock, your range, MPG, average mile per hour, and then I'll leave it on that. Now, when I did do the coding, the screen did flash up with a yellow triangle in the top left hand corner, and the main screen said visit the dealership, your service system or something like that needs reset. But the clock hadn't been set, so I had to reset the clock and the time. Once I did that, turned the car off and back on again, the warning triangles disappeared. Did panic a tiny wee bit. This is the first time I've used BimmerCode for this, but it's fine. I just went to drive, the MPH works, and everything's all good. So that'll do for just now. I'll probably faff about with some more settings of BimmerCode later on, but that's pretty good. I had to pay a subscription for it, $34.99, because the free version of the app didn't allow me to code that particular function, and that's what I wanted to do. But I'll be doing more stuff with it as well. Like I might change the startup screen of that. Plus, if we do upgrade this, I might have to use BimmerCode again. So there we go, good for today. Thank you for watching, and please hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll do more videos on the SL and more videos on this car as well, and probably the Dodge Charger. Thanks, goodbye. See you soon.